Hello, welcome once again to another video for your Bundesliga predictions, the German Bundesliga that is. I hope you had a great weekend and a great week the last time out and you enjoyed the international break. And so therefore we're going to jump straight into it and we're going to start with Bayern Munich versus Bayern Leverkusen. Clash of the Bayerns, yeah? Alright then, so we're going to head straight into it. My predictions for this game is that I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of goals in this match, I'm saying we're going to have over. We're going to have, I'm expecting over 1.5. Alright, over 1.5 goals in this game. Back to main bets. And in terms of double chance, I would go with either team to win, both to score. Alright. Predicted scoreline for me, from my perspective, I'm saying here that we're going to have a 2-1 win, Bayern Munich. In terms of the handicap system, I would go ahead and I take Bayern Munich to win this one by a goal. Alright. So predictions for the Bayern Munich versus Bayern Leverkusen game, I'm expecting both teams to score. I'm expecting over 1.5 goals. In terms of double chance, I'd say either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm expecting Bayern to win this one 2-1. Otherwise, it might be the other way around, 2-1 for Leverkusen, but I'm going with Bayern 2-1. In terms of handicap system, I'm going with Bayern to win this one by a goal as well. Alright, so those are my predictions for the Bayern Munich versus Bayern Leverkusen game. Bayern Munich being at home for this one. And we're going to go straight into Saturday when we start here with Cologne versus Borussia Dortmund. Cologne versus Borussia Dortmund. Well, a bit hot and cold, but they're doing okay. They're doing okay, yeah. They're doing okay. So then I'm expecting both teams to score here. In terms of a double chance, I would go ahead and say either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I am going here with 2-1 in favor of Bayern. Not Bayern, Borussia Dortmund, that is. On the handicap system, I'll go with Cologne. Not to lose this game by more than a goal. I'm going +1 Cologne. Alright. The predictions for Cologne versus Borussia Dortmund. I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of double chance, I'd say either team to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline from my perspective, 2-1 in favor of Borussia Dortmund. And on the handicap system, I go with Cologne to lose this game by no more than a goal. Alright. So those are the predictions for the Cologne versus Borussia Dortmund game. And we're going to head straight into our next game, which is Eintracht Frankfurt versus Union Berlin. Eintracht Frankfurt versus Union Berlin for this game. I'm expecting here. This one should be a close one, I do believe. Should be a close one. I'm expecting both teams to score. I'm expecting over 1.5 goals for this game as well. Like that. Back to me in the markets, that is. And after we've done that, then we're going to head into our next prediction and other sets of predictions. And I would say either team to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I am saying here 2-1 in favor of Eintracht. In terms of the handicap system, I'll go with Eintracht at plus. Alright. So therefore my predictions for the Eintracht versus Union Berlin game, I'm expecting both teams to score. I'm expecting over 1.5 goals. Double chance, I'd say either team to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline from me, 2-1 in favor of Eintracht. And on the handicap system, I go with Eintracht to lose by no more than a goal. Alright then, so here we go. We're going to go into the next game. Alright. Freiburg versus Mainz. Freiburg have fallen off shape a little bit, but I do expect them to pick themselves back up. So I'm going to have both teams to score here. In terms of a double chance, I'd say either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline from my perspective, I said 2-1 in favor of Freiburg. On the handicap system, I go with Freiburg. Sorry about that. I go with Freiburg to lose this game by no more than a goal if they do lose. Alright. And those are my predictions for this game. Captain predictions, I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of double chance, I'd say either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, 2-1 in favor of Freiburg. And on the handicap system, I go with Freiburg to lose one by no more than a goal. To lose, that is. Okay. So we're going to jump straight into our next game, which is RB Leipzig versus Bochum. Sorry about that. And predictions for this game, I'm expecting Leipzig to win here. Leipzig to win. And both teams to score, I'd say no. In terms of a double chance, I'd say either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline from my perspective, 2-0 in favor of RB Leipzig. In terms of the handicap system, I'd go ahead and go with RB Leipzig to win this one by a goal. Alright? Win by a goal or more here. So predictions for the RB Leipzig versus Bochum game, I'm expecting RB Leipzig to win. And I'm expecting both teams not to score. Alright? And also, in terms of a double chance, I'd say either team to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline, 2-0 in favor of Leipzig. On the handicap system, I go with Leipzig to win this one by a goal. Okay? So, back here, head into our next game, which is Wolfsburg versus Stuttgart. Sorry about that. Wolfsburg versus Stuttgart here. Wolfsburg versus Stuttgart. This game, it might end in a draw. It should be a close one in a sense. If Wolfsburgs find their old selves, then they should win this one, but it's not going to be easy playing against Stuttgart. I'm expecting both teams to score. And in terms of scoreline, I'd say this one should go 1-1. In terms of a double chance, I'd say either team to win and both to score. On the handicap system, I would go with Wolfsburg to take this one. No, not Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg to lose by no more than a goal. They do lose. Alright, so predictions here. I'm expecting both teams to score. Predicted scoreline 1-1. In terms of a double chance, I'd say either to win and both to score. Wolfsburg +1 on the handicap system. That means I should not lose my goal there. Alright, so those are the predictions for the Wolfsburg versus Stuttgart game. And we're going to jump on to our next game, which is Bremen versus Mönchengladbach. Werder Bremen versus Borussia Mönchengladbach, and my predictions for this game are, I'm expecting here Mönchengladbach to take this one. Both teams to score, I'm going to see, yeah. Alright, in terms of a double chance, I go with either to score and either to win. Both to score and either to win, sorry. Predicted scoreline from me, 2-1 in favor of Gladbach. On the handicap system, I would go with Bremen at +1. We don't know what +1 means, but no, alright. I've repeated it a couple of times in this video. Recapping predictions for Bremen versus Borussia Dortmund. I'm expecting Borussia Dortmund to win here. Not Borussia Dortmund, Borussia Mönchengladbach, my humblest apologies. And also, in terms of scoring, I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of a double chance, I'd say either team to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline from me, I'm saying 2-1 in favor of Borussia Mönchengladbach. And also on the handicap system, I go with Bremen to lose this game by no more than a goal. Alright, so those are my predictions for the Bremen versus Borussia Mönchengladbach game. And we're going to jump straight to our next game, which is Hertha Berlin versus Hoffenheim. Hertha Berlin versus Hoffenheim. Alright. This game, I'm gonna go with here. No team to score and either to win. Predicted scoreline for me. I'm saying here, 1-1. On the handicap system, I would go ahead and I would take Hertha Berlin not to lose by no more than a goal. Alright. Number of goals expected in this game, I'm going to go with under 3.5. Alright, so predictions for the Hertha Berlin versus Hoffenheim game. I'm expecting both teams to, in terms of a score here, I'm expecting both teams to score. And in terms of double chance, I'd say both teams score and either to win. Predicted scoreline for me, 1-1. On the handicap system, I go with Hertha Berlin to lose by no more than a goal. In terms of number of goals in this game, I'm saying that we're going to have under 3.5 goals in this game. Alright. Those were my predictions for the Hertha Berlin versus Hoffenheim game. Now we're going to go to the final game for this game week, which is Schalke versus Augsburg. Alright, Schalke versus Augsburg. This one, here I'm going to go with a draw for this game. Both teams to score. So I'm saying here that we're going to have a 1-1 draw. In terms of the handicap system, I would go ahead and I'll pick here Schalke +1. Expected goals in this game over 1.5. Predictions again for Schalke versus Augsburg. I'm expecting both teams to score. I'm expecting a draw. Predicted scoreline 1-1. And on the handicap system, I go with Schalke to lose by no more than the goal, if they do lose, that is. And also, I'm expecting over 1.5 goals for this game. Alright? So those are my predictions for the Schalke versus Augsburg game. And that's how the cookie crumbles this week for the German Bundesliga in terms of predictions. Again, I wish you all the best. Continue to watch my videos. Click the like button, subscribe, so that you can get these videos as soon as they come out. And I wish you happy betting. Remember not to put no more than 3 or 5 predictions per slip. And thank you for your time. Have a great weekend. Happy betting.